A very good afternoon to you. Glad to have you join us on the news at 2 right here on OGTV, the People's Telly. I am Dominic Abeokuta. Don't forget you can watch us live on Facebook at OGTV and Ogun State Television, YouTube at OGTV Abeokuta, and on OGTV website www.ogtv.com.ng/live. For the latest news and reports, check us on these platforms: X at Ogun TV, Instagram at Ogun State Television, or download OGTV app on Apple Store and Google Play Store. And now to the news in full. The Minister of Defense, Mohammed Badaru, has stated that the federal government is committed to resolving farmer-herder clashes in Plateau State. Badaru, who spoke in Jos, the state capital, during a meeting with opinion leaders, traditional rulers and security agencies, expressed concerns over ongoing violence despite efforts to address the issue. The meeting was held at the 3-division headquarters in Basa local government area of the state. He emphasized that partitioning communities along ethnic or religious lines would be disastrous and vowed that the government will not entertain such demands. Instead, he stressed the importance of living together harmoniously. Badaru acknowledged the recent attacks and reprisals in Bakinladi and Riyam local government areas, resulting in the loss of lives and property, and pledged to deploy all necessary assets to ensure citizens' safety and security. The Defense Headquarters has dispelled reports that it appointed a senior officer as the acting Chief of Army Staff. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taurid Labaja, who has been on leave and out of the country since September, fueled speculations about his health. There were viral reports about his death, which were dismissed by the Army headquarters. Amid the rumors of his death, another report emerged claiming the headquarters had appointed an acting Chief of Army Staff, refuting the report in a statement on Monday. The Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, said there is no provision for an acting Chief of Army Staff in the Armed Forces of Nigeria. In fulfillment of uplifting Nigerians with skilled labor, the wife of Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, has disbursed cash gifts to trainees of the vocational training earlier held for students in Ilisho as part of activities to commemorate the 2024 Ishobi Day celebration. Mrs. Abiodun admonished beneficiaries to make the best of the cash gift and the knowledge impacted on them during the vocational training sessions. Margaret Okulola was at Ilisho Town Hall, the venue of the disbursement. A report.
Wife of Ogun State Governor Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, following through with her promise to uplift trainees of the vocational class earlier held for students in Ilisho, as part of the 2024 Ishobi Day celebration by disbursing cash gifts to the trainees for startup of various vocational skills they learned during the training. Mrs. Abiodun, who was represented by wife of the Commissioner for Physical Planning and Urban Development, Mrs. Adetutu Odunlami, appreciates all and sundry for the success of the 2024 Ishobi Day celebration.
It's just to acknowledge that you have done well, you have performed well, and a lot is being expected from you. In that when you are being appreciated, it is to let you know that you are to do more.
It was gratitude galore as beneficiaries, committees involved in bringing the 2024 Ishobi Day celebration to fruition, led by the chairman of the Ilisho Development Association, Arewemi Olumide Osude, thanked the wife of Ogun State Governor, Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, for her impact and effort at making the celebration a success.
I want to use this medium to appreciate the wife of Governor State, Ms. Bamidele Abiodun. Thanks for everything you have done for us. We appreciate you, ma.
I'm an indigenous of Ikene, of Ilisho, but I'm living in Ikene. I came from Ikene. I did not even plan it before that this is how they're going to do, but I appreciate them.
I'm in photography department. I learned so many things about pictures and many things about things. So as the money they give us, they were able to support me to buy the camera so I can be able to continue what they have taught me.
Members of various committees chiefs and heads of community agreed that the Ishombi Day celebration is a period where sons and daughters of Ileshan come together to celebrate their heritage, culture and diversity, as well as inculcate good citizenship in their children. Certificates were presented to trainers of the vocational training, as well as members of the committee of 2024 Ishombi Day celebration. Margaret Okunlola, OGTV News.
The 4,000 beneficiaries of Honorable Abeokuta Akinlade Empowerment, who are residents of Yewa South and Abeokuta Federal Constituency, have expressed gratitude to the convener of the empowerment program, especially with the current economic realities. Honorable Abeokuta Akinlade, member of the House of Representatives from Yewa South and Abeokuta Federal Constituency, who doubles as the convener of the empowerment, says it is a way of giving back to his people while pledging commitment to embark on more empowerment programs in the nook and crannies of Yewa South and Abeokuta Federal Constituency. Margaret Okunlola once again reports.
As part of the fulfillment of his commitment to continually uphold the welfare of his people in Yewa South, Abeokuta Federal Constituency, member of House of Representatives from Yewa South, Abeokuta Federal Constituency, Honorable Abeokuta Akinlade, has again gone all out to give back to them through an empowerment program to 4,000 people in the Federal Constituency area.
I'm very, very happy today because I know expect this thing. He has been a father, he has been a leader, and he has been a mentor for a while.
I'm selling turkey, frozen food. So it's going to be useful for me. I'm going to be using it to preserve the goods that I'm going to be selling.
He has helped me in some aspects. So financial support for the family. So we support Akinlade, it's our son.
Party leaders and chieftains, royal fathers, various heads of communities, dignitaries and functionaries laud the quality of leadership in the constituency, while encouraging residents to continually work in unity and solidarity for the progress of Yewa land in general.
What he is doing is right. It is acceptable, and God is going to bless the work of his hands.
We are all happy because they are giving back to our people. They are building woman capacity. Coming back to give to the people, that means he has these people in his mind.
This is dividends of democracy. This is what they call empowerment. For God's sake, they should make the best use of it. Seeing all these things put in place here, we know how much it's worth. So this is very good.
There's nobody that will benefit from what is being done today that will not want to support Honorable Akinlade, and whoever decides to, empower the people, definitely the people will support him.
Honorable Abeokuta Akinlade says the act is a demonstration of his commitment to his people, whom he has enjoyed their support till date.
I will continue to be there for them. I will continue to represent them, and I will continue to be a good ambassador of your South Federal Constituency, a good ambassador of Ogun West, a good ambassador of Ogun State, and a good ambassador of Nigeria as a whole.
Beneficiaries receive working equipment like grinding machine, makeup kits, bicycles, gas cylinders, generating sets, cotton saw, deep freezers. Farmers receive 600 bags of fertilizers, while youth leaders, community development associations, party leaders and chieftains receive cash gifts, among several others, summing up the 4,000 beneficiaries. Margaret Okunlola, OGTV News.
And away from empowerment program now, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, has recovered over 200 billion naira and made about 3,000 convictions in 1 year under the leadership of Ola Olukoyede. President Bola Tinubu appointed Olukoyede as the chairman of the Anti-Graft Agency in October 2023. Since then, the spokesman of the EFCC, Wilson Ubujaren, said the commission has recorded successes in the fight against corruption in the country. In terms of recoveries and convictions, which are usually the attention of the media, he has also done a lot in terms of 1 year. Owajere said while speaking to newsmen. Senate President Godswill Akpabio at the weekend acknowledged the current challenges in the country but assured Nigerians that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's government will leave behind a lasting legacy that will guarantee a better future. Akpabio, a law graduate of the University of Calabar, made the remarks at the Unical 87 Law Class Reunion 2024, according to a statement by his media aide Jackson Udom in Abuja. Addressing his audience, which included his old classmates and senators who accompanied him, Unical management staff and students, Akpabio said the current difficulties that Nigerians are going through were the results of past maladministration in the country. The federal government has announced that it has commenced work on the construction of a multi-purpose dam upstream of the river Dura in Buruku local government area of Benue State to contain the heavy water that flows from that axis. The Deputy Director of Hydrology at the Federal Ministry of Water Resources and Sanitation, Robert Umezuleke, disclosed these on Sunday while addressing and assessing the Makurdi-Boko-Katsina-Allah Highway, which was affected by the overflow of the river Dura that split onto the road. Umezulike stated that the flood was caused by continuous sediment deposits in the river, which have reduced its depth and capacity to hold water. He explained that the assessment team would evaluate the flood situation and report to the minister for immediate action. And to the foreign scene now, King Charles faced shouts of "You are not my king" from an independent senator just after he finished an address at Australia's Parliament House on the second official day of his engagement in the country. Lydia Thorpe, an Aboriginal Australian woman, interrupted the ceremony in the capital city of Canberra by shouting for about a minute before she